Hello, my name is Lucas. This is a bit of lit, and I would like to respond to the Nebula Awards. I don't have much in the way of commentary because I haven't read most of any of these things on here, or watched any of these shows or movies, and nor did I play any of those games that were up for the awards. But congratulations to Thirsty Sword Lesbians for Best Game Writing. Sounds intriguing, but I don't play video games enough to be too interested. But it sounds kind of cool, just based on the name. I'm very curious what's going on in that game. And for WandaVision Season 1, Ray Bradbury Nebula Award winners for outstanding dramatic presentation. That's pretty cool. I saw a lot of great things about it last year. Never watched it, not really interested in the MCU, but it looked interesting, some of the things that they were doing in the show. But yeah, not that interested in it myself. And yeah, I never watched any of these other things that were up for those two awards. But I did read, for example, the best novelette, which was published in Galaxy's Edge last year, I believe in November, because it had been recommended to me by the author himself, Ogunachove Donald Ekpeki, who is the first African Nebula nominee and winner. So congratulations to him for O2 Arena, or Oxygen Arena. I'm still not sure how to say it. I read it back in November, and I thought it was really cool. For my own tastes, it was missing a few key elements that I thought could have added to the depth of this dystopian nightmare of a world where people are fighting for their lives, or, as we like to call the future, Tuesday. It's a very, very good novelette where oxygen is scarce and you have to struggle to survive and get oxygen units, and it takes some really dark, brutal turns. But from what I remember, I would like to read this again and reevaluate it. I'll leave a link to, I guess, my review and also the story. You can still read it online. Well worth your time. I would like to reevaluate it and read it again to refresh my memory. It's the only winner that I read, and I haven't read pretty much anything else except something that was nominated. Oxygen Arena, O2 Arena by Ogunachove Donald Ekpeki. I'm quite happy that it won Best Novelette. I'm very curious about some of these other works. Maybe I will read those too, but I'm happy to go back to O2 Arena and reevaluate it. That should be really fun. As far as the Andre Norton Nebula Award for Middle Grade and Young Adult Fiction, I had been cheering for Iron Widow by Shiran J. Zhao. It did not win, but that's a really great novel that has some Chinese historical characters from different periods all mixed up, focusing on the only empress of China, Wu Zetian, and introduces Mecca into the mix, or Chrysalis as they're called. And it is an incredible tale of revenge against a patriarchal society. And yeah, that is really cool. But the winner was A Snake Falls to Earth. And the name alone is quite interesting to me. Although I don't normally read middle grade, sometimes I do. It's nice to get back. I do teach younger kids, so this would be perfect for them. So I'm quite interested to see what this book is about. I plan to read A Snake Falls to Earth. Maybe I can recommend it to my students. It seems like it's a breathtaking work of indigenous futurism. That sounds interesting to me already. Darcy Little Badger draws on traditional Lipan Apache storytelling structure to weave another unforgettable tale of monsters, magic, and family. It is not to be missed. Okay. Nina is a Lipan girl in our world. She's always felt there was something more out there. She still believes in the old stories. Ollie is a cottonmouth kid from the land of spirits and monsters. Like all cottonmouths, he's been cast from home. He's found a new one on the banks of the bottomless sea. I feel like I've heard the term cottonmouth, but I don't know what it means. I guess it's not good. Nina and Ollie have no idea the other exists, but a catastrophic event on Earth and a strange sickness that befalls Ollie's best friend will drive their worlds together in ways they haven't been in centuries, and there are some who will kill to keep them apart. Consider me interested. That sounds really cool. I will have to check that out, and hopefully I like it. I'm sure I will. And then maybe I can recommend it to my students. That sounds like fun. The winner for the best short story is Sarah Pinsker, Where Oaken Hearts Do Gather, published in Uncanny. I don't know anything about it, but I will be reading it and talking about it. It looks really cool. I might actually read all these short stories because they're much shorter. And I can read the novelettes. Maybe I'll read all of the middle grade too, because those will be short. Young adult. No, I don't want to read that much. Well, maybe. Anyway, I'm arguing with myself. The winner for Best Novella, And What Can We Offer You Tonight by Premee Mohamed. This looks really cool. This is in a far future city where you can fall to a government cull for a single mistake. And What Can We Offer You Tonight tells the story of Jewel, established courtesan in the luxurious House Jewel's world is shaken when her friend is murdered by a client, but somehow comes back to life. To get revenge, they will both have to confront the limits of loyalty, guilt, and justice. And What Can We Offer You Tonight by Premee Mohamed, I hope I said their name right, is a dystopian thriller with a breathless, unique voice. Very cool. That sounds interesting to me. I'll be checking that out when I can. And then the winner for Best Novel is A Master of Djinn. Djinn? I don't know if I'm saying it right. This is by P. Djèlí Clark, or P. Djèlí Clark. I'm so sorry if I'm saying these wrong. When I talk about this book, I'll make sure I get the name right. This is set in Cairo, 1912. Okay, we're going back way into time. Though Fatma el-Sharawi is the youngest woman working for the Ministry of Alchemy, Enchantments, and Supernatural Entities, she's certainly not a rookie, especially after preventing the destruction of the universe last summer. So when someone murders a secret brotherhood dedicated to one of the most famous men in history, al-Jahiz, Agent Fatma is called onto the case. Al-Jahiz transformed the world 40 years ago when he opened up the veil between the magical and mundane realms before vanishing into the unknown. This murderer claims to be al-Jahiz, returned to condemn the modern age for its social oppressions. His dangerous magical abilities instigate unrest in the streets of Cairo that threaten to spill over onto the global stage. Alongside her ministry colleagues and a familiar person from her past, Agent Fatima must unravel the mystery behind this imposter to restore peace to the city or face the possibility he could be exactly who he seems. Sounds very mysterious to me. I like the setting is going to be in Cairo. That sounds really interesting. And I'm wondering what kind of possibilities there are with the alchemy and enchantments and all that. Sounds like a lot of fun. So it looks like I've got a whole lot of really good reading ahead of me. I'll probably just read the winner for Best Novel and Best Novella, because those cost money. But Best Novelette, it seems like I can read them online still. Any of these ones that I can read online, I will be talking about. And then I will also read A Snake Falls to Earth by Darcy Little Badger. Sorry, I think I forgot to say their name earlier. So I've got a lot of fun reading ahead of me. That sounds like really great fun. Actually, I do want to watch The Green Knight. It didn't win, but David Lowery's movie looked really intriguing. So, yeah, that's kind of just my reaction. I haven't really read much of this, but I'm looking forward to reading the winners in some of these novelettes and short stories. And yeah, so thank you. And most especially congratulations to Ogenachevwe, Donald Ekpeki, Breaking Grounds. I think that's really cool. And, you know, I'd like to congratulate my Twitter mutual. And I look forward to more of his work. Actually, I saw one of his other stories in Asimov's science fiction. I'm going to read that, and I'm going to make a video about it too. So